Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's another episode of Inside NHSTRA. Look, we got a bunch of people over there looking at stuff. We got Mr. Ben Bazowski. What's going on? Downtown Kevin Brown.
What's up, man?
And these two hooligans that snuck in the middle.
We can't see nothing.
We can't see nothing. We got no.
I can't see anymore because you guys weren't looking at the camera when we had the TV here.
No TV, no nothing.
I forgot the iPad at home, so
I'm gonna try to log in here and so I can at least see comments.
Log in.
Whatever.
Look
I
at
don't know.
these
Whatever
guys
you
right
do.
here.
Whatever you kids do these days.
All right, so all you've missed so far is Marianne
face
Robertson said good evening,
You're showing your age there.
and Jeffrey Pike said good evening, guys. So
Hi.
Good evening.
Kevin, I like your shirt, buddy.
Wait, we'll turn the volume down on that.
That's pretty slick, isn't it? Everybody, check out Kevin Brown's shirt.
We got some new stuff coming out. We figured we just
I want one.
put one new one out there tonight.
Nice.
Wasn't I supposed to get a sticker?
You didn't get one?
No.
Mark's in charge of stickers.
I'll get you a sticker before you go. I have some. I think I have a couple autographed DG ones still left. So
Delayed.
yes, it is going to be a little bit delayed, but the comments are live.
Yeah, it's delayed.
I look way better than all you guys.
Guys, show's over here, not on your phones.
Sorry. Hey guys, how you doing? It's
Bob's back.
I'm here.
It's 4-cylinder hour, as you can see.
So where did you guys go that was of importance recently?
Well, I raced in Freedom Factory. Harmon didn't.
I went.
Harmon went. He didn't race.
Pull that microphone a little closer to you there.
Harmon went, didn't race.
Why not?
He got wrecked.
Didn't you too?
No.
No.
I did. I did. But
you did,
I
but you got you
finished.
finished, yeah.
So they won't be able to see it, but I do have this nice little video right here for everybody else to check.
41 of Bob Williams turning into top three. Checkered flag up.
Guys, in case you missed it, that was Harmon.
What'd you hit the wall at? 96?
Let me get. Let's watch a slow mo here. Look at that. Rice right hand turn.
So they are going to say the race has come to a completion as not everybody was.
The 90.
That
I
looked like
wish
it
I could have
hurt.
went.
Was that the same clown from last year?
Yep.
Yes.
Same guy that wrecked Colts.
And
Oh, the best part is afterwards, because all of us, we're gonna fight this guy. He walks out, hey, I'm sorry, and no, there was no sorries to be had. It was back to your trailer, or we're all gonna murder you. And this guy and his fat wife are trying to fight everybody.
Jesus.
It was hilarious.
We really had to restrain Mike Richards.
yeah, Mike was ready to kill him.
Mike walks up to the guy, right? Walks right up to his trailer, and he goes, I'm gonna knock that one tooth left out of your head. Oh my God.
So you guys had a lot different of a trip than we had to Daytona the following week.
We still had a great time.
I had a great time still, but
It was a good time. I was
Andrew, the car's drunk, right? It's drunk.
trash.
Honestly, though, Andrew's car is junk, whatever. But Andrew had the best time he's had in that car in a long time.
He was fast.
Well,
You
it's
guys-
the
you guys-
only
He wasn't
time
as
he's gonna
fast
have
as
in that
Bob,
car.
but he was fast.
He was as fast as Bob. I actually saw the times. They weren't that far apart.
So if you hadn't have been wrecked like a hack, how do you think your night would have went?
He would have been top 5 car.
You
would've been
were
good.
hauling.
It got better the longer I raced.
The thing with me and Andrew is me and Andrew are both really consistent. All the guys that did fast times up there, they do them like 2-3 laps. I mean, the 90 car, he was really good, but he was disqualified. So it doesn't count.
So Harmon did get something out of this event. He got the best profile picture ever.
Yeah.
Broadcasted on TV in every which way. Was it worth it? I mean, the Del Sol was nice, but
The car wasn't even
Everyone
done
loves it.
rolling, and he was out of the car.
those middle fingers were up before. Yeah, he barely unbuckled.
Yeah, when I hit the wall, my data log said I was doing 96.
Oh,
In the Del Sol.
Yeah.
He hit a ton.
How long have you had that thing?
2017,
Yeah, 17 it was built.
Yeah.
that is crazy.
and it's been wrecked a bunch of times. But
It's gone,
There was
right?
no fixing it from there.
Yeah, it's gone. It's cut up.
I like the fact that your lovely significant other was like, well, we'll just move on from Freedom Factory. It won't happen again. And Harmon's like, yeah, that's not how this is going to work. So you're
gonna go
going
back?
back?
Yeah, I'll go back.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
I don't want it to beat me. It's beat me twice. I lost my truck, trailer, and car.
Dude,
It's gonna be a win this time.
that's a tough break.
That's
I
rough.
forget when you put it that way. Yeah, that's right. You did lose a year before.
But you look at it this way. What else can happen?
Dude, Bob's back.
That's
Guys,
true.
Bob's back.
don't do
Bob's back.
Oh, sorry. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
bad.
Bob's back.
I apologize.
Well, one of these days I'd like to race there, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, you guys really like that place.
Why
Fun track?
not?
Fun
It is
track.
so
It's,
fun.
First off,
All right, hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on.
Well, first off, I have to have a car.
Yeah.
Because
Whoa, you ain't doing nothing next year.
Let me see if I can find. Hold on. No. Here we go. Go ahead so we can announce what if Ben wants to talk. Give Ben the floor.
This is where Ben tells you to be busy.
Give him the. Now, today on Inside NHSTRA, here we are with Benjamin Bazowski. Ben, what's going on, buddy, with you today?
I hate you guys so much.
Why?
This is why you love us.
No, all right. Look, the reason why my life's pretty much going to be very busy is because I'm going to be a dad. So
Join the club.
Dude, you know something? I thought you were showing a little bit.
yeah.
All this time, I thought you were just getting fat like me.
Explains
No,
a
I
lot.
am getting fat like you.
A kid don't ruin your life.
No, I know
No, it
that,
doesn't.
but it's just like I said.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
You can have a kid like Harmon, who is the.
Congratulations, Jess, as well.
Yes, congratulations,
Oh,
Jess,
yeah.
as well.
Congratulations, Jess.
Harmon's kid is more popular than Harmon in the pits.
Yes.
That is true.
He comes walking around, he sits down next to me, and he's just like that. He reminds me of the little bully that throws the ice, the ice balls in Christmas Story. That's what the first time I met him is what it reminded me of. And he sits down next to me and is like, and Katie Buxton was like, "Have you eaten?" He's like, "Nope." I'm like, so we go get him food, and then she texts your girlfriend, and she says, "I just fed him. Like he literally just ate." And I was
She
like,
fed him. I fed him.
Jeez.
He'll just eat.
"So this is what Benjamin Bazowski has coming on." Wow, look at the congratulations
Any names
rolling
yet?
in.
Bob. We're going with Bob.
yeah,
Boy or
yeah.
girl? It's Bob.
When's the due date?
October 31st.
Halloween, baby.
Yeah. So,
Oh my!
Dude,
I bet
that's
Jess is
awesome.
so
excited
if
for that.
if it's a girl, it's probably gonna be Lydia.
Boy, Jason.
No,
Mark.
If it's a boy, it's gonna be Gerald after my grandfather. So
I like
Doesn't
that.
Jeff
This kid's
love
gonna
Halloween?
have the best life.
What?
Doesn't
Yes.
Jeff love Halloween?
Yeah.
He really is. You jealous, Bob?
just a
Wicked.
little
Yeah, same
bit.
here.
Oh, this will make.
This is my kid's not
Halloween
gonna have
even
half as
better.
cool life as Ben's.
Really?
I'm putting this up. I already
Hold on.
listen, hold on.
No, this changes the whole thing. We talked about giving the tracks away to somebody in that big race. Now we got to keep them for the kid.
Listen.
Yep.
Oh no! The kid's gonna get a treasure map too. Trust me, I'm not spoiling them. No.
Yeah.
That's my parents' job. Let them spoil them. I'm gonna be the one that's like, no, you ain't getting.
Oh,
nothing.
you're gonna give it every.
Yeah,
trust
you
me.
are.
I
Yeah,
say
right.
the same thing.
I've never seen a happier Ben's mom than I have the last couple of days I've seen her. She's like, doo 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 doo.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, she's
Well-
excited.
Well, here's the thing. Jess's father was a twin, so she's susceptible to have twins.
Oh, Jesus,
And
imagine.
now well, I'm sorry, I keep saying grandparents, but my parents like, let it be twins, let it be twins. I'm like, no.
Yeah, but think about it. My girlfriend says the same thing all the time. Twins is better because you get one shot. Done.
Yeah, that's a good
So
point.
what, you going for another one?
My girlfriend wants another one. If she wants one, we can have one.
Wow. All right. Whole family of Bobs.
Yeah. Dude, having a kid's cool. Like I get to have I talked to my girlfriend yesterday. I'm gonna put a zip line in my backyard and stuff. Like I get to
to
live
be a
my
kid again.
childhood through my kid. It's the coolest thing ever.
Go kart.
Like I didn't get cool stuff like you did when I was a kid, so I
I
get to
didn't
have
get cool stuff when I was a kid.
Oh, enough.
Really?
Please.
No.
Please.
We got the generic Legos. He got the real Legos.
No, he got a house.
We had the Lincoln
Get
Logs.
a house. You kidding me?
We got the Lincoln Logs. You got the log house. The real log house.
You know, what are the fake ones? There were Duplos, weren't they? The big
Oh, yeah,
blocks,
yeah,
the ones that barely stuck together.
We get Power Wheels. Ben got a car.
Fact.
All right, so back to.
I also bought yard sales too.
Actually, on that note, though, when my buddies get powers, I got a go-kart. So that was a little
See,
different.
exactly.
But bear in mind, I had that go-kart till like when I was 15. So I didn't really.
It's still
Yeah.
fun.
I'm
It is so
excited for
fun.
Mr. Ben and Jess as well.
yeah.
Jess, what do you think about Mark? That's a great
Oh
name.
my God.
So it could be, it's Gerald, right?
Gerald, yeah.
Gerald Mark Bazowski. That has a ring to it. I'm just saying. I like that.
My kid just started laughing, and it's like the coolest thing ever.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like laughing at you.
He must have. No, he's been watching his races. That's why he's laughing.
Oh, I love that.
Listen to you.
Back to what
You can't
like
win a
Freedom
B
Factory.
main.
I can't want to be main.
Harmon's like trying to stay on business. This is my little boy right here.
Oh, look at that.
That is my grandson. See, I'm older, so I already have adult kids, and they have kids. So that's my little grandson. So I'm doing the same thing.
So back,
Put yours
all right,
up
so
there.
back to Freedom Factory.
Yes, Freedom
Before we
Factory,
got-
Harmon.
yes,
Bob's
okay.
got a laughing one.
Yep.
My
Yeah.
kid laughs.
Well, he's got a funny dad.
Show him a picture of Kevin Brown. Started dying laughing.
Mr. Harmon, so back to you, buddy.
Or Bob.
Bob.
That's why you like Freedom Factory. Why would we go back?
Because I don't know. I've only been
something you wanna
on
conquer.
Lee one time in my whole life, and I had the wrong whatever, and I only did like 4 laps.
At Lee?
So yeah,
You only been there once?
yeah.
Really?
So when I go to
Bob
Freedom
used to only race Star and Hudson.
So when I go to Freedom
never been
Factory,
anywhere.
it's fast, so I love it. It's awesome.
Wow.
So I'm gonna try to do Hickory too.
Oh,
Dude,
breaking news.
have you ever like seen Hickory?
I told
No.
him to do it on
It is
iRacing.
really cool. Honestly, picture Hudson just a little bigger. That's what it looks. That's what it reminds me of.
No kidding.
Yeah.
When's that?
March 17th and 18th.
When the ACT go down?
Oh, it's the same weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty much actor. So
It's part of that act race.
You're mini act now.
yeah, we are. We're mighty minis. That's
You're
what
in
they
there.
are.
He's an actor.
Are you going to do Loudon too?
comedian
No.
act?
They
Loudon
won't
is
let my
not
car.
worth it.
They won't let my car run Loudon anyways.
Why?
It's too short.
Oh, come on.
He gets
The fuel
squirrely
cell.
going down the straightaway.
Fuel cell.
It's like a little June bug in the summer.
Tell you what, if I didn't get hit at Freedom Factory, I think I would have done all right.
I think you would have too, actually. Yeah, you were moving.
I
can name it
started
too.
13th. I worked my way to 6th, and then got hit and fell back to 10th.
But you want to talk about bringing a knife to a gunfight? Them guys. Oh man.
Like the red 8 car.
He just
Yeah, I'm
showed.
sorry. That looked like a pro
Underslung.
stock. That,
He just showed me a picture of the engine.
dude,
The 6 car.
that thing pulls out of the
yeah.
trailer and I go, what's a pro stock doing here? And Bob's like, no, that's a mini stock. I go,
Dude,
bullshit.
some serious cars there.
Albie's face was priceless. Albie's like, "You race against that?" I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Well,
Like,
Bubba,
they
Paul,
really
Bubba
looked
Pollitt's here.
Yeah, pretty
They
much.
really came in stackers.
Time Majeski showed up, you know,
Yeah,
hopped
so-
on a full banger.
So I come off one of the practices, whatever, and these couple kids walk over. And like, hey man, this thing's cool because it looks like a CRX still. I don't have a fancy nose or anything. And he comes over. He's like, this thing's pretty cool. I'm like, yeah, well, it's stock. And they're like, yeah, okay. So I was like, look underneath it. And the kid looks underneath. He's like, oh my god, it's stock. I'm like, yeah, I told you, I wasn't lying. It's like, this thing flies. I'm like, yeah.
So Harmon put all that money into the body
driver.
this year. Not money, but you did a lot of good work to it. It
That's
looked
why
pretty
I got
sick.
wrecked. He should have left it
No,
ugly.
no. Hey, I fixed his grill because he must have got drunk one night and cut a hole in his hood or his.
No.
No. You got drunk. You did something.
No, it got hot the day before.
I had to fix it because it looked like a big cattywampus like hole in his nose. So I fixed it. What? You never heard of cattywampus?
Oh, Ben was working on everything down there.
I was.
He was
I
getting
looked.
after it.
I looked. I was the manager. of
Hey, how
everything.
much of a good time is it just in the whole area? Like,
Oh, it's a good time.
Yeah, it's wicked fun.
It's awesome.
They
especially 'cause
mentioned-
all the northern guys stick together. Kind
They
of.
mentioned you guys on the live stream probably 5 or 6 times. Like, oh, they were helping everybody and they all swarm around and they fix stuff. And like, it's kind of cool that the name that the guys from up here have down there now. So that is pretty cool.
even though I couldn't move.
It is, but back to the bumper.
I heard you got hurt.
Yeah, I went to run in the trailer, slip, fall on a roll of duct tape.
Are you serious?
Right in the center of my back.
So Harmon was saying something when Bob bobbed him.
So I don't like when people stare at me when I'm doing something.
Everybody look at Harmon.
No,
He hates.
I hate it. So I was cutting the bumper, and a guy came over with a phone and was recording me. I said, "Can I help you?"
Oh, God, this couldn't have went well.
He goes, "Oh, I'm just trying to get some video." So I just sat there. He's like, "Keep going." And I'm not gonna say what I said next, but that's why it ended like that.
They put a a contract out on your head. That's
really
why you're
did.
in the wall. They're like, that guy would not talk to us.
That kid in the 90.
No, the kid in the 98.
He shouldn't have been on the
well,
track.
he got.
No.
He got kicked out of his home track, didn't he?
Yeah, he won the championship. After they gave him the championship trophy, they banned him.
Yeah.
And I heard he was voted out too by
Yes.
everybody. Nobody wanted to race against
He's
him
a
anymore.
terrible
Yes.
driver.
Apparently.
He wrecked the Thursday practice. He wrecked another car. He
In a
only had one
practice?
break in
yeah.
practice by himself. They'd put like 2 or 3 of us on the track, like spread out, and said stay spread out. And he caught somebody and wrecked them. So he only had one break. So he shouldn't have been out there anyway. He has way too much motor. And
Jesus.
So while Harmon is talking about it, I'm going to play that video for everybody else.
41 of Bob Williams turning into top 3. Checkered flag up.
That's into the wall. So here's the slow-mo. So I'm watching this right now. He just
So they are going to say the race has come to a completion as not everybody was coming out of
I
the.
mean,
What did he say? Like, what was his
He said I
excuse?
hit him.
You hit
I'm
him?
dead.
We're all dead.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. He said I hit him.
That's odd.
I mean,
but if you look at the video, Bob
41 of Bob Williams turning into top 3. Checkered flag
it
up.
was really a racing deal. Bob came down. The guy slammed the brake, but he only had
So they
one
are going to
brake.
say the race has come to a completion as not everybody was coming out of the.
Right there. If you really slow that down, you can see when he locks up the tire.
Yeah, but I'm looking right here. He actually dives underneath you, Bob. You don't touch him.
No,
Well,
he looks. When I looked in my mirror, because Justin said clear in the headset, and I looked in the mirror.
Come to a completion.
Yeah, you didn't touch him.
I know I didn't touch him.
It looks like
He
he
didn't
freaked
touch
out,
him.
turned right.
He had like, I don't even know, little more than a piece of paper between them. But the kid, when he came down the back straightaway, was on the white line, not even near the like he was pulling off the track.
That's crazy.
He was just terrible.
Yeah.
So I have a request. So if you are a Monadnock person, I need to do a couple interviews with Monadnock people. So I came over to Claremont this last weekend, and I went to Charlestown to the RC track. I don't know what Bob's talking about over there,
I
but
didn't say nothing.
I didn't say
and
anything.
then
looking at me
nobody
laughing.
showed up. So we're trying to do a couple videos to get people in. I had 5 or 6 people say they wanted to. Nobody ended up coming. Definitely would like to meet up with a couple people running Monadnock so we can work on the Advance My Track Challenge video for them. So if you're interested, send me a private message and we'll go from there.
It's a good opportunity to get your sponsors out there.
Yeah,
You know?
100%. So I was playing around at it. I believe it's called Cobco over in Charlestown, which is Artie Grenier's friend's RC track. The place is awesome. Like I'm in love with it.
You
Like
told me how cool. I want to check it out.
they have a full-on crawling area.
They're reading comments. That's why.
George Baldwin, I can't drive. Yeah, listen to you, George. You're
Listen,
terrible.
George is a smart man, obviously.
terrible.
He knows what he's talking about.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
So we've tried doing the go-karts, and nobody will seem to let a bunch of racers in there when they know we're trying to sanction it.
Smart
But
people. They're smart people.
the guy who owns Cobco was like, hey, we should do a race here. So I'll put it out there. If you guys want to do like a NHSTRA invitational on the RC track, let me know. We can
Let's
get this
do
thing
it.
booked up. It could be a Sunday afternoon.
Bob's in.
Go over, take over the place. He's got, they have 6 cars that they'll let us use for the day, and we can just have some fun, race against each other, and broadcast it. And
Can I bring my own?
No, you got to use theirs.
no, if you have one that fits the rules, like you
He's
can
not-
absolutely
nothing
do
he
it.
has
you'd
fits
have
the
to- we'd have to
rules.
figure out which
He doesn't have
rule we're
anything
gonna
that
go
fits
with.
the
We're probably
rules.
just going to do
Kidding me?
stock slash
Hey,
because that's what they
you
have.
can ask Albie Ovitt if I 100% am towards the rules. 100%.
Your rules.
What, in your
The
car?
mini.
Oh, 100%.
He gets one. He gets,
Yes.
he
We
gets
could
one
be
exception.
pure
He gets one
stocks.
exception.
We could be pure stock.
Albie, to the point where
I-
Albie was like mad that I didn't have more adjustability.
Yeah, because he drove all the way down here and said, I came down here for this, Bob. What the hell is that?
So if people are interested in running an RC,
Let's do it.
race down there, we can put it together. So I was looking at Artie. So those are like 5 or 6 guys that race Claremont who were there that race there every weekend. So Artie pulls out his RC cars that were all stock slashes like they run, but you can upgrade them. He's got like 9 of them. He's got the Tide Ride. He's got like mud bodies on the side of them. And I was like, how much are these? And I start looking at them. So, the stock ones are $269. I was like, cool. How do I make it look like yours? He's like, it's like $1,800.
Yeah, mine's got a ton of money
I'm
into
like,
it.
wait, what?
Gas
He's like,
or
yeah,
electric?
and I have like 9 of
Yeah,
them.
these are all electric.
Yeah, these are electric, right?
These are all electric, yeah.
electric.
Yeah, Bob.
Does
See,
it
look,
have to
Bob's
be
already.
electric?
Yeah, Bob's already breaking the rules.
No.
Yeah.
When we all get,
I could see. You know what? No, I could see him taking like a Milwaukee drill
exactly.
or something.
Yeah.
Putting 2 motors on with the big the big batteries and stuff. So
Yeah,
things
yeah.
probably got like 5 horsepower.
That's what you do with your kids'
Battery
power
per wheel.
wheels.
What?
You want your kids' power wheels to go good?
For a
Hey,
little
listen,
while.
look, I'm having a
Couple
kid.
Milwaukee
It's not
batteries.
ready to
Until it blows the
drive
motors
yet.
out of it.
Ben's kid's going to have a full-blown dwarf car on his first birthday.
No.
Well, why not? He has 8 of them.
Right?
No, I have 2. No, 4.
So what's up with you and some dwarf cars? I see some dwarf action going
So
on.
yeah, we're trying to raffle off.
Need
the
some money
2.
for cribs.
Yes, cribs.
Cribs.
Cribs,
Twins.
baby formula, all that good
Triplets.
stuff. No, we
You're going to formula?
no,
You don't do that.
no, give some titty milk.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, boy, this show's taking a turn.
Jesus.
Hey, you guys asked, so whatever.
At this point is when we.
It's honestly,
You could breastfeed on the show, so it's okay.
it's a lot of work on her. So just be there for her. When she does that.
I'm planning on it.
Are you?
All right, so wait, back to the dwarf
how old is how old is Bob's kid?
Advice from Bob right now. This show is
Bob, how old's your kid?
3 months.
Where are you?
Right here.
Yes, where's your kid?
I was just watching him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just
Hey,
curious.
if you talk to my girlfriend, I am a fantastic help.
I just asked Bob.
Yeah, I get up at night, change his diapers. I do all that stuff.
So,
I'm super dad.
Mr. Bazowski,
I like it. Good for you, buddy.
So anyway, we decided to raffle off the cars, kind of make it a little fun for everybody. So pretty much what we're doing is that we're doing 2 cars. So it's 200 spots, $100 a piece. Pretty much, I mean, the white 17 car, that's such a really nice Pro Chassis car. The other one is a Pro Chassis copy that has so many extras. And what are you doing?
Dwarf cars. My girlfriend calls them munchkins.
Munchkins.
I too like that.
But no, they're both race ready, and we're gonna raffle them off, and the second place gets the second place car, and the first guy gets to pick whatever ones he wants.
So last chip gets the pick of the car. Second to last chip gets whatever left over.
Remaining one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I hope you don't win.
I haven't bought a ticket. I got to buy a couple before I leave tonight, though.
So dwarf
Why? You
car
want me in a dwarf
raffle
car?
tickets.
You're not going to be in it. You're going to raffle off while you drive it.
No, trust me, he can get his fat goofy ass in one of them.
It doesn't matter. He'd still
Vaseline
raffle
me
it
up.
off.
Will just squeeze me through the roof.
No,
Is that how you go in the
no,
roof?
what he's
You're like,
saying
I
is-
got a
Definitely
door?
fit.
He'd be
You
like,
could
it doesn't
definitely
have
fit.
leaf springs. I can't drive it.
Kevin would win it and then immediately raffle it off again.
We got to make a buck.
I do have to give credit. There was somebody who busted on Kevin's chops. I won't mention his name, but it was just like, wait a minute. No, this needs to be won by 5 other people that we know first before it races. So
That car is being built.
who actually got it?
So Grand Aether won the raffle, but it is the car has been relocated to Maine and being put together by. I will leave that name to be found out later.
All right, so Dwarf Car tickets, if you go to the Dwarf Car Facebook page, there's a pinned post right at the top. You can send in what you want for numbers and then send your money to Ben. Do not send it as
a
products,
service. Yeah, that
because that makes it so it takes all kinds of fees out, and then the people can
I
just.
do get mad. I'm allowed to.
Well, the problem is what
Just
people do that with
taxes.
the waffles, and what ends up happening is when they don't win, they can say the product didn't get delivered, and they can just hit the button, didn't get my product, and they get their money back. Happens all the time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Justin Harris says this is not a Pro Chassis copy, Ben. It was a homemade Peabody car.
Sorry, my bad. I can't remember all the
Justin,
damn
go
cars.
to bed.
Hey, don't you have foam to spray somewhere?
They only have 6
They
people
already did
watching.
that.
If he goes to bed, Justin,
right.
stay up. We need you on.
Yeah, we need all the listeners we
Seriously,
can get. We got to
don't-
get you down to Hudson.
While Justin's on there, let's just tell he thinks he's this big fancy tire guy, but Bob did his fastest lap times with Bob's stagger, not Justin's stagger.
Bob Staggers just put air in him.
Took the air out of his
Okay,
head.
does
Put
this-
it in the
yeah,
tires.
yeah. It's right, it looks good.
I don't put air in him. That's my problem.
Yeah, Bob, what's your stack? Like 2 inches. Measure it's like 7
As much
8.
as I like to bust on Bob, though, but Bob's fast everywhere as he goes.
Bob's
so, like,
fast.
I can't really pick on him much because he is fast.
Recently, he
Recently?
was slow.
What's your prediction for Hickory?
P1,
You,
baby.
you gotta
P1. We don't go down there with it. What do you mean you don't know? It's P1 or bust.
gotta call your shot.
Seriously. P1.
Yeah, he'll be
I
P1
P1.
because there's only 2
P1.
cars racing.
No, there's 26 registered already.
It's
Okay,
north versus
having
south.
cars registered and having cars showed up is 2 totally
It's
different
north
things.
versus south. The Southern Mini Stock Tour guy, he gets a lot of cars.
No, there'll be cars.
Yeah.
All those guys, like Knipe and the 24, the guy that won Freedom Factory's going.
Anything in the works for you, Harmon, to go down?
No,
I tried.
Would you if you had a car?
I tried. Well, I tried getting him to swap a motor, and he wouldn't do it.
probably not.
I tried.
Why not?
I was gonna buy John Hand's Street Stock, but Zelensky bought it.
He did.
Well, I'm just saying, if somebody wants to put Harmon in a.
I tried getting a swap. He has a car. He can swap motor and go race.
What is wrong with you? Actually, you've been busy
What's
too.
that Black Del Sol you have?
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
I tried.
Why?
I just spent $3,000 on my dwarf car.
Good
on
for you.
fucking
Now you can
shocks
spend
and
another $3,000 on your Del
Radius
Sol.
rods. Nope. I'll go help.
There you go.
Not racing.
I'll tell you what. I found a lot of things that is not right with my car. So
I thought you went down there like
I know. Me too.
locked, ready to battle.
because
The wife even said your
listen.
car's better this year. You should go.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something about me. I am not a race car guy. I put roll cages and stuff.
What?
I swear to God, I don't come from racing.
I help with rules. I drive car. I
Listen.
build cars. I'm not a racing guy.
Honest to God, I don't come from it. So on my mini stock, I have never once checked roll center. I have never once checked tie rod angles or any of that
Did
stuff.
Albie teach you all that?
No, but it's going.
Hangs out with Albie for a weekend, and now he's
No, that's
like
that's
gonna
not
run a
what it
boot
is.
camp.
Now he bought a pull down rig. He's got lasers.
Oh, I
he's,
can see the stuff I have now. But
a
anyway,
surface plate.
when I race around here, it's nothing to beat Gordon Farnham and stuff. So I don't need to do any of that stuff. So it's easy. You know what I mean? But when I go down south, they're a lot faster. So I need to make it better.
I'll tell you what. You go down south. There was one day. I think there was 49 or 54 cylinders. The
Hold on.
next day there was like 46. Out of those 46, probably 35 of them could have made the race.
Yeah, it's
But they had
not
bad
it's,
luck.
It's all fast guys, so it's like really tough when you have a pure stock.
I want one of those Crown Vic cars. I saw that.
Yeah.
I go,
Yeah.
I
I
need to
got
get
one.
one of those.
Let's see. I'm going to give you guys up to the minute at Claremont right now because people were asking about Outlaws. Claremont, the #1 division right now for registrations, Outlaws already have 14 cars registered in Claremont for the Outlaws.
Why couldn't we
Are
have
all
those at Hudson?
14? Yeah, but are they all going to show up?
Looking at the names,
Everybody registers. They all waste the registration money, but half of them never show up.
looking at these names, yes, I will say most of these will. I know one of them is just going to run a couple, but most of these people will. I got to tell you, Lee guys, you guys are upsetting me. You guys are slacking. Get on those registrations. Claremont has 57 registrations as of right now, and Lee has 21.
He
So
only
we
has
got to get you
21?
guys.
Between
Well,
all divisions?
yeah, Lee has not had this sign up the way we do this right here ever before. So this is completely new to them. Where
Or
Claremont has
Hudson hasn't had it either.
Hudson hasn't had it
What,
either.
the race
but
pass?
yeah,
Lee's had it.
they didn't. Were they signing up this way though last year
Yeah.
for their regular registrations? 'Cause I didn't have it in my system. They did paper, I think, and then entered them manually.
I did all mine online.
Did you? All right.
Anytime I
So
register for Lee.
we got to get you guys on the ball. Kenny Scott says, "What's up, guys? I'm watching." Kenny, I thought you didn't know how to use a phone. You
There's
said.
a lot of orange dwarf cars this year.
You notice that? There's a lot of them.
The Dwarfs has got a ton. You guys have a year ahead of you. Let me see. Talk
Ben,
amongst yourselves. I'll
How's
tell you.
tires looking for this year?
Good.
Well, put it this way. I already put my order in for Claremont, Lee, and Hudson. I got Lee's and Hudson's. Claremont's, I don't know where they haven't showed up yet, but I got billed for them, so odd.
Are they? You got prices yet on the tire? Gone up?
Oh, yeah, they've already gone up a couple times, and it's like
Everything's gone up.
So,
Trying to put them on the spot.
so
yeah.
I tried.
before we went to Freedom Factory, on their weekly show, they had like the president. Was it the president, Bob, or the next guy down? Someone very high up from Hoosier, and he was talking about tire supply and price increases. He said if there's going to be a price increase, it was going to be very minimal, but the tires should be okay. What's hurting the tires is all these special pop-up shows, and people are like,
Yeah.
I need 300 tires. I need this. He used Kyle Larson as an example. He said he did that dirt race or whatever he did, series, and he's like, hey, I need 300 tires.
So it's like Gordon Farnham.
Just had somebody register at Claremont for the late models. You guys are now tied 14 and 14.
Who was
With
it?
the
Who was
Outlaws.
it? Put them on the spot.
Nope, won't put them on the spot because I have to confirm it first. I don't want to mess that up first. So I am watching right now the Lee USA registrations. And the next five people, there we go. Next 5 people that register, I will send you out an original Wheelman patch. So the next 5 that register on Lee, I will send you a Wheelman patch
I gotta bring
because
some T-shirts in for you.
the original Wheelman sponsors the original Wheelman late models at Lee USA Speedway. So
right, we
going to
do.
give him some love. You guys have 21 dwarf cars registered as of right now.
That is wild. That's
And
a
I
field.
think I have seen 9, as Harmon said, orange ones.
I know.
Already posted online.
seriously?
There's some orange ones.
Can you
orange.
start like 60 of those things? Is that fine?
Yeah, they'll fit. Yeah, they'll fit.
Depending on the track, but the only problem is there's going to be carnage. And I
That's,
love
that's why we
carnage.
want 60. Right?
How many
That's a good
could you
idea.
start at a Lee? Lee's big.
Lee, Harmon, you'd probably be the best one to know for that
I
because
don't know.
mean,
I wouldn't
At
do
least
more than
40.
30.
I
I wouldn't do more than 30.
You would or wouldn't?
I wouldn't.
because the open wheel factor. But I mean, how many modifies did they start at Wayland? They started with 35, didn't they, or 40?
and they're
then
twice
they-
the size.
Yeah.
Josh
So at
Pineda
least
says,
60.
looking forward to the JDV Dwarf Car debut at Monadnock Speedway. If you don't know, the Dwarf Cars are traveling around to a lot of
yeah.
these JDV events. So.
No kidding.
Yeah,
That's
and
good.
they're all on the. They'll all be televised too. So.
Wow.
So then Harmon could be
Josh
on,
stepping
be on
it
the
up for you
wall
guys.
again, given the.
Modified rubber
We get to see a
stocks.
superstar like Andrew Harmon on TV live for the JDV events. That's fantastic.
Flipping off the
Flipping 'em off.
competitors.
Yep.
So someone
hate
says,
racing
send
with
me a Wheelman
modifieds.
shirt or I'm unregistering. You guys are
flip
going
off
to
kid.
be, there'll be some cool Wheelman stuff lined up.
Absolutely.
Kevin Brown doesn't know about it yet, but I'm already figuring out ways to give away more swag of his already this year.
for
So let me see. I'm getting, I got to put this down because I have people sending messages in left and right. So let's see. Bruce, will send me, Wheelman shirt or unregistering. No, you can't unregister. Once you're registered,
Yes,
you're
you're in.
already in. So
It's too late.
somebody posted an orange dwarf car and then said something like, "Oh, I love it. It's a great color and it's like so original." And somebody else is like, "Kenny Scott's car's been orange
yours?
for like 40 years, so like you're not making anything new."
Oh, Tom Harwood's car's orange.
Yeah, orange as well. Who was the other one we saw?
Tim
There was-
Griffith.
there's a
Yeah, Tim. Well, it's blue and orange. So
Yeah.
there's a mix up. This is kind of
Isn't
a.
that Doug Dawkins kid orange too?
Yep.
Yep.
there's a lot of them.
94.
Yep.
So I've asked this a couple times. I put it out online. Can I, if you guys have shop pictures, whether it be no matter what track you're at, I don't care as long as it's an NHSTRA track or a dwarf car, send them in to me because I would love to start sharing some of the stuff behind the scenes out on our Facebook and let people know, like, hey, this is what's going on in Bob Williams' garage, and this is Harmon's dwarf
You
car
guys
coming
don't like
along.
mini
So.
I think if you made a post like that and shared it, that
It's a
National
fact.
Compact Series,
Just
they've
kidding.
been
I'm
making
just
posts like
kidding.
that, and people from all over the place have been sharing pictures.
So we'll have to get right onto that. So I'm excited for this upcoming year. Claremont schedule's out. People seem to like it. So I mean, it is what it is, and it allows you to travel around from track to track. I'm actually getting pictures of.
Bob,
dwarf
what are you
cars.
doing for racing this year?
Hickory.
After
Well,
Hickory.
I saw you trying to sell your trailer.
After Hickory.
He's
what
got
are
to
you doing?
get an
I wasn't
enclosed.
doing.
Oh,
I
you didn't
wasn't.
get
I
enclosed?
was supposed to be done after Freedom Factory, but
All right, and you won't be done after Hickory. So what are you going to do after
I'm
Hickory?
not.
I say he does the whole mini series where it's north versus south. So that's what they're doing with that.
Oh,
They're
so
trying
there's
to get-
multiple races?
Yeah.
Oh, why don't you do that? That sounds like fun.
He should go to Thunder Road and all these tracks he hasn't been to with them. It's like 7 races all
Bob,
year.
just remember,
Once a
God
month.
hates a coward.
This dwarf car that just got sent to me. I won't put it on camera because
Oh
I don't.
yeah,
This
Yeah.
thing is slick.
I love
That
that
race
car.
last year.
that's a nice car.
I love that color. That is awesome.
Is he keeping it that color, or is he? Or is
I
he
don't know.
changing
A mystery person, are you keeping that car that color? Because you should.
People know who bought it.
It is. Pretty,
Well, I didn't put it on. I didn't put it on.
Like,
No, I
on
know.
things, so.
They-
all the different cars.
They had the wrong
they're all
numbers and
still
stuff
pretty
like
close
that
to
on
each
it.
other.
So
Talk gets around.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
yeah, anything that starts with "Hey, this is a secret. Don't tell anybody."
Yeah, exactly. Especially
like-
Ben.
They're
Like
not
when Ben
Mustangs.
sent to us last week, he's
Really?
like, "Hey, let me tell you a secret. Nobody can know." I had people texting me on Wednesday, "Hey, did you hear?
Like, where's
Ben
the
has,
strut tower?"
Ben's gonna be a dad." I was like,
Whatever.
"Really? I didn't
If you
know."
haven't noticed, I kind of got a big mouth. I'll admit it. I don't give a.
Oh
Did you
my
race against
god!
that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeremy said same
3 of
color,
them,
new
same
number.
thing.
Yeah.
Is that the engine?
That's one he was gonna put in, but didn't.
What are you guys looking at?
Shane Knight.
One of these super late models that Bob and Andrew are
Oh,
racing
dude, it's
against.
out of control. It's out of control.
Is that so? All right. So when you go to actual weekly racing series, where do you put a competitive?
But hold on, this is
mini
really
stock?
cute. They got the engine in a plastic tote. Look at that.
Oh my
It's,
god!
it's like in a UPS tote. How cute is that? See that?
So all right. So you take a competitive mini stock like that one right there. Where do you put that in cost with the rest of the NHSTRA divisions?
So
That's probably 50.
more than that. They're close to 80 grand in there.
No way. We've had this talk.
I'm telling you, you
Kevin?
didn't see these cars,
Kevin.
Kevin.
You call someone down south.
You would think
you
they're
call
a
someone
pro
down
stock.
south.
80 grand for a four-cylinder.
Call someone
dude,
down south.
they showed up in stackers.
$80,000?
Kevin,
Stackers.
call someone down south
Stacker
and find out
trailers.
what that motor costs.
Are you serious?
3 of them.
I'm
he went
not.
through
I'm
last
not
year.
kidding. It's out of control. If you
You
didn't-
have to.
Dude, it's
You have
nuts.
to bump your head really hard to want to spend $80,000 on that.
but it's not. What these things drive by you and you feel it in your chest.
I would feel it in
And
my
you were
pocket.
where did you end up finishing?
kidding me?
I ended up 10th. I worked my way from 13th to 6th, and then my toe got knocked out to 1.5 inches because I got chopped on the right front.
By who?
And Cletus.
Yeah.
You got you got cleared.
Yeah.
got cleated.
And then I fell back to 10th.
I watched you on the Cleater Vision and I was really pulling for you guys. Nothing annoyed
Upstairs, he's the
my
Cooter
girlfriend more than me taking over the TV in the living room and then putting cars that sounded like bumblebees on. So she like got up and walked away. She's like, "This is the worst thing you've ever made me watch."
We all had door exit. Bob made us all door exit before we went down, like 3-inch.
Had to.
And I thought that was loud until these guys go by.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, no lie, Kevin. I bet
I'm
that motor's
sorry.
30K.
I still want to take an
nuts.
S10
3 of
pickup,
them.
grab that Blueprint
He
LS
switches them.
4-banger
Why?
motor that makes like
Find
380
out which one
horsepower,
makes the most power.
and make a car like that. But
That motor won't
I don't
run
know if I
another
can.
track.
That's
They know
nuts.
they're not going to tech
The guy
anything
that
there.
the guy that won and got disqualified works for Richard Childress.
yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is nuts.
yeah,
They run
They're not.
mismatched
They're not.
tires.
There is nothing that's Mustang about any of them.
no.
So that screams late model.
That's what they are.
That's all.
The
screams
one
late
that was
model.
across from us
Hey,
was
little-
was
Hey, do
underslung.
you know who built
Yeah.
it? Fury in Port City. Port City built the winners that got DQ'd.
No
That's
way.
crazy.
They
Yeah.
built those things?
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me.
All right, so out of all the cars that went down from New England, whose was the best chassis-wise, do you think, that went down from
John
up here?
Foltz.
John Foltz.
You just built that car, didn't you?
Brand new.
John Foltz's car is really nice.
If John didn't have to change his motor, he would have been fast.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I did like seeing down there, that I just get random pictures of like Ben under the hood of a car working on something. Harmon, it seemed like you worked on something the entire time you were down there.
He doesn't
I worked
stop.
on John's car, though.
He didn't stop. He
worked
went
on
from
John.
his car to Foltz's car to Perkins's car. It's like, dude, like relax. But see,
I wanna make sure John
but
could
see,
race.
He'll pound 20 of these things.
I barely drank any of those in Florida.
Really? I seen you with one of these in your hand.
How many
all the
did you
time.
drink on the way down there?
Not many. I drank a lot of Celsius. Or
So
however you say it.
Joe Carpenter said that black car is Katie Buxton's, and then Katie Buxton says, "Yeah, right, it's mine." So I don't know if that black car is yours anymore. Katie has claimed it as hers. So
That's full Port City car.
That's all right.
Cole Littlewood wants to know who was rolling through the corners the fastest down there.
You guys listening?
Me.
I'm watching this.
Who was the
Bob's
Who was
not
the
kidding.
best, Bob?
Me.
Bob and Andrew aren't kidding.
I did 17 O's. I did the best
I was
time.
probably the most
I
consistent.
can tell you right now.
Excuse me.
I was probably the most consistent.
Excuse me.
Pull up your race monitor.
Oh, I love it.
But I'll tell
I
you
did
one
a
thing
50
though.
lap run and lap 49 and 50 were my fastest
bone
2
stock
laps.
motor in his car, and man, did he drive it in so deep.
5200203.
I thought he was going to we the wall. He didn't
I did a
care.
bunch of
I love the looks of his car. His car
I did a bunch
looks
of
sick.
0, 0,
Will
0,
you
0,
guys
0.
Shut up, Jesus.
Guy, we have to separate you two.
And
I have to.
Harmon's got a bigger motor.
No.
Yeah, I always hear
definitely
Harmon's
don't.
got the big motor. Did the
my
motor
God.
survive?
It
Yes.
did.
All right.
His motor ran the whole time. He was shocked. He didn't even want to touch it. I was like, Harmon, you should look at the VTEC screen to make sure it's doing okay. I don't want to touch it, Bob. I'm not touching it.
No.
No, I'm saying after the wreck, is it salvageable to go into another car?
First thing you do is start it.
Yeah. It's good.
Good to know.
Didn't you,
I
didn't you
got
tell
concrete.
Cletus you were going to cut the nose of it off and
He
leave the
tried
rest
leaving
of
it there.
Yeah, I was going to leave it there. Just take the motor.
That's what any track owner wants to hear. I'm going to leave this crumpled up
Well, I
piece
asked
of
him if he
crap
had
here.
a junk guy. I'm like, you have a junk guy? Because he has a ton of. If you look out back there,
He's
it's a
got
shithole.
tons. Oh yeah, it's a junkyard out there.
I did, yeah. He put a post on trying to get rid of campers and boats
yeah.
and old rotted out trailers and
So I
stuff.
figured that. I just take the motor out. I could go back home with something else. I was going to buy a car when I was down there.
So watch when he.
What one did you? What are you eyeing? Was there one that you saw down there that you liked at the race?
Where's Mustang?
No, it was a street car. Something I was going to build. but
Where's Mustang?
I'm
I
sit-
feel like these two are like in their own little world over there doing something different.
I'm showing Kevin that these are late models. They're not mini stocks.
Oh no, they're 100%. You should have watched the broadcast. These things were fast.
No, I don't doubt that they're not fast. I mean, that they're fast. It's Bob showing me pictures of these things, and he's not lying. They're really.
Hey, Kev, I got an
wasn't
idea.
lying.
Why don't you and me build one and we'll split the seat on it because we're both the same size. We're both fat.
I don't want
No.
either of you guys.
No,
Why
we
not?
yeah, because I heard you're not really good at front wheel drive stuff. So
No,
we're,
we're making rear wheel
Go
drive.
Mustang.
oh,
No,
Those are Mustangs.
You only
those
need-
are Mustangs.
No,
Those
no,
are
Yeah,
Mustangs.
Mustangs.
Oh, no kidding. They don't
And
look like
you-
it.
you
No,
only
no,
need-
this is what we do.
You
We'll
only
take
need 80 grand.
no, we'll do an
Man,
S10.
sure, 72.8.
No,
we're good.
no, hey,
We're good.
we'll do an S10 because it's leaf spring, right?
Okay.
There's the Blueprint. This company Blueprint makes an LS style 4-banger.
yeah, Blueprint.
Yeah, did you see how much it is?
I don't care. He'll buy the truck. I'll buy the motor. There, bam, done.
Deal.
Done.
Hey,
Done.
Bing,
why
bang,
don't you
boom,
do a
done, new
4-cylinder
team.
Camaro?
Listen,
Dude, Camaros are way too
the race
heavy.
car fund got depleted this
Strip
week.
it.
So
Why?
What do you mean?
It's only got to
what did I
look
just
like
do?
it.
never mind. I thought I pulled it out.
Is
What do you mean the
gravel not
race
doing
car
it?
fund got
Not
depleted?
mine. The car owners. I don't buy race cars anymore.
What are you
What
talking
do you mean?
about?
You made
You
all
have
that
a
money
car-
on the raffle.
You have a car owner?
Yeah, I never. Yeah, Chris Beaudry buys all the race cars. Yeah.
Jesus, I wish I had
Not me.
that.
So wait a minute. So what? He bought something?
He did.
What did he buy?
Another street stock.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's driving that?
I don't know.
You mean
I
a
heard the
street-
guy's
you
not
mean a
that
street
good.
Which
model?
one?
Mr. Landry's. Steve Landry's car.
Steve Landry. What
The
car was that?
90.
90.
It was black. It was all
Oh,
black with yellow,
oh, yeah. Yep.
yellow
It's
outline
really
numbers.
long.
Yeah.
It looks long.
Looks long, yeah.
Yeah, it's a street model.
Street model.
Yeah, it's like a third gen,
Street model.
fourth gen Camaro.
It looks nice.
Yeah, it's a good
You're
looking car, yeah.
driving it?
I guess so.
Oh,
See what happens.
God. B-Main Barry over here.
That's right, buddy.
B-Main Barry.
Kevin went out and had that one good run at Hudson. And then
In the B-Main?
womp womp.
No, he won the week
He won the week before.
I wasn't there.
I
The
thought
one-
he was doing good.
We would have. We should. I'll tell you. That's why we sold the car. I should have won the Sunday at Lee. We were fast in practice, won the heat, and I was too busy looking at the temperature gauge and smacked the wall pretty hard on lap 1 of the feature.
What was the temperature gauge at?
Before we were going out, sitting in line, it was like 235.
So, yeah, that's why you look at it.
Why'd you
I
let
know,
it
but
idle?
I was how because they told us to fire him up and let's go, and we sat there
Oh, I never
for
listened to
20
them.
minutes.
I
The
don't
thing's
fucking-
running.
So
I was so mad. But anyways.
basically, Kevin hits the wall. I immediately make a beeline to his pit because I knew he's mad. So I get talking
Shove
to
a
him.
camera
I'm
in his
like,
face?
no, I can't do that to Kev. So I go over there like, you okay? He's like, cars for sale already.
I'm done.
I'm like, come on. He's like, nope, it's going online.
I was mad.
First thing in the morning, I see it, and then Stockwell's got that thing right up. By the way, I
Yeah,
heard it's
bear
gonna
in
be
mind-
green very soon.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, if you do that again, I'm going to smack you in the face saying, why are you selling this car, you moron?
You got to talk to Mr. You got to talk to Chris Beaudry. I just.
No, I'm going to smack you because you are,
You won't let me
you are
decide.
the voice of reason in that group.
Yeah, no, I just no. At the end of the day, I was mad. I said this many times. The minute I took Sean's money, I was mad, but it was what it was. I'm a man of my word, so.
Your temp, I mean, that's why I had to cut my bumper down at Freedom Factory. I was like 235.
Well, I went around the whole first lap, eyeing the gauge up, and that was the other thing. We won the heat, started 10th in the feature, did the whole first lap looking at the gauge. I'm like, if it doesn't go down in a lap or two, we're gonna pull off. And instead, I tried to find some fried dough in the middle
you
of
know,
the race.
you know who's not good at looking at gauges? John Foltz.
Why? What happened?
He never looks at his gauges.
I don't
Wide
either.
band,
He is.
temperature.
He doesn't look at any. I'm surprised he looks at the racetrack.
He needs to get the digital ones that flash at you like blow up.
Blow up.
Drives through spotter.
He just waits for the steam to come out.
Yes.
I had the hardest time with a spotter. That is.
Really?
Oh my God!
I
had the
hate
hardest
it.
You're like,
time.
shut up.
Was that your first time out there with one?
Harris is like, clear. I thought he said stop. I threw the thing right in the infield and just stopped. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I thought he said stop.
I don't know how he could hear. I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, because they tack out at 17,000 RPMs.
Oh,
Actually, I wanted to go another like more. I tried second gear and went to 11,000.
Oh.
I said, this is too much.
I put together another trainee for Hickory, so it'll be good.
Yeah. I was only turning.
You're
We were
gonna need
only
another
turning.
motor for that training.
No, it'll be fine.
We were only turning like 8. I want to be turning like 93.
Oh, God.
That's crazy.
I should have brought my Hudson
90,
gear.
I'll be 98 at Hickory.
These 4 cylinders are different breed. That's
They
for
are.
sure.
They don't do anything below 7,800.
My motor
Hey,
stock
they
revs
stay
9,000.
quiet.
So I was
They
supposed
don't.
to ask Bob about the wreck, Harris says. Ask Bob about the wreck.
Yeah, so speaking of that, my first time ever with a spotter, there's a big wreck in the feature, and I am in the backstretch, and the wreck is in the corner, and Justin just goes, oh, shit. That's all he says. I'm like, and I can't talk to him. It's just one way. I'm like, what am I doing? And then there was just chaos. I'm like, oh, thanks, Justin.
Now,
Oh,
is-
my bad. I'm sorry.
Is it just one way because that's what you had for a setup, or is that what they allow?
No, that's all I had.
The cool thing about that wreck, the guy that caused it pulled up to the finish line, tapped his roof, went to the rear.
Everybody else gets to keep their spot.
Everyone got their spot back.
That's
No
good.
kidding.
So later in the race, guy did it. Guy that won last year, we won't say his name,
Shane Knipe.
wrecked people. Didn't do nothing. Just kept driving like that into people, into the wall. Kept getting his spot back.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I like that whole tap on the roof thing.
I think every track should have that.
Claremont used to
What
do
is it?
that back in the
So
day.
if you I mean, it worked.
taking
It'd be
blame.
great for you if you wreck somebody. You guys are both involved in the caution, so you guys both go to the back.
Sure.
But if you tap your roof, you're taking blame, and you let that guy keep his spot, and only you go to the back.
Oh, no
So
kidding.
you pull up to like the flag stand, tap your roof, basically taking blame.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Or you do the Kevin version, just stick your hand out the window and give him the number one.
No,
I mean- I mean-
I've never done that.
At the end of the day, I think it's a great thing because if you unintentionally wreck somebody
Yeah.
and you go to the back, that person now knows, like, wow, he didn't really mean to do that.
Yeah.
And he's not going to wreck you when he sees you.
And he's not going to be pissed off in his car.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. I like that. That's a
And then
cool.
Cole
guys
said
fighting
that
at
same
the back.
car backed him into the corner.
Yeah, he wrecked my rim that I let Cole use.
Man, you guys really grand total of how much money you destroyed down going to the Freedom Factory. What do you think? Bob came out great.
A tie
Just
rod?
my car.
I had to put a tie rod in it. You lost the tarp, too.
Yes.
Tarp.
A car cover. Car cover.
I can't believe this car cover held on the whole ride. You should have seen
I
it.
saran wrapped it. Okay, the saran wrap was just like blowing. This kid Nick B, it's like, hey, we need to cut that saran wrap up. I'm like, dude, it made it all the way to here. It's fine. Let's just get out of the snow and we'll be good. No, we got to get it off. So I'm waiting for Bob at the rest area. We cut it off. Now it's a brand new car cover that I just bought.
Trash.
Strapped it. Get like a mile down the road and the thing's just flapping behind the car all the way to South Carolina. I just left it. I don't know how I didn't get pulled over.
So mind you, speaking of this, I put a new body in my car before I went to Freedom Factory. And this is my first time ever using an enclosed trailer, by the way.
He don't know how to strap cars down.
So I put in the enclosed, whatever.
He doesn't think he needs to. He's like, it's in a box. It's just gonna roll around.
So-
Yeah.
It'll stay in there.
I'm driving, and we get to some rest area, and I stop, and I'm like,
You guys in the rest areas, I'm a little worried about these guys on these trips
call
out south.
Different show that
Yeah,
we're
right,
talking.
it's upstairs.
Nick Prenovu got a original Wheelman patch coming your way. Just registered for the late models at Lee USA Speedway.
Nice.
Sweet.
That
So I stopped
real-time
I
information.
stopped at a
right
rest
there.
area, and I said, oh, I should probably check the car. I opened the door. The thing's sideways, buried up against the fender. The whole side of the car is ruined. I'm like, so Mike Richards is with me. He's like, I'll strap it. So he straps it. He's like, I had to show you how to strap it, huh? We stop at the next rest area. There, our car's sideways again.
Shut up.
Every time.
Charlie Colby got an original Wheelman patch coming your way. Just registered the 72 for the Pro Stocks.
Nice.
They're coming in. Look at that. There we go.
It was rough. But the car cover made it. I don't know how.
Pieces of it.
Yes.
Pieces.
Yes.
Pieces of it. 8% of it. 7%.
Yes.
So when will you finally give up on going to Florida? When you get a top 10, you said, right?
when I finished the race with no problems.
We can't say with no problems. You're going to have some.
Nope.
You got to.
Tire goes down, I'll go back the following year.
Honestly, he was great until the heat race.
Your car was moving. Like it was super.
It was probably the best
bummer
the
to
car's
see.
You
ever
know what the
gone.
suck part was? Is that the heat race.
Didn't mean
I
anything.
was tempted
Really?
to tell you. Yeah, the heat race
I
didn't
wasn't
mean
even
anything. He
trying.
was in the race already, but he wanted to race anyway. I was tempted to
just for
tell
the
you,
show.
dude, just back off.
The heat races were just for show, so that's why I was just going.
So that guy drove like a moron for
nothing.
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 I just wanted to get away from him.
I'm blown away right now.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, I had no clue. I thought you guys were
Yeah,
going
he
for.
got wrecked for nothing.
Yeah.
No, so
he
the
was,
guy
he was
that-
in the race. He got in
Yeah,
to
I
the
was in the
A
race.
lane.
It didn't change position, nothing.
So the
Yeah.
guy at the driver's meeting, I said, so what's the point of the heat race? Like, I can sit out? He goes, if your sponsors mean nothing to you, yeah, don't do the heat race. So I felt bad. I'm like, all right, I'll do it.
Next year, Harmon's going to go and say, "My car means something to me. I'm
Yeah.
not doing
Well,
it."
after he did this, John Foltz and Perkins were in the next heat.
Oh, they backed right off.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah.
It stayed all the way in the back.
I just
I don't
went.
blame him.
Now, hold on. Perkins doesn't touch his car the whole time. Plays with tires, doesn't touch the suspension once. Right before the heat race, he makes a bunch of adjustments. Doesn't try the car. Goes out the feature. It's terrible. I'm like, wow, that was a terrible move, huh, Perkins?
How did everybody in our audience like the clear vision? Did that work good for you? Like
I
doing
paid
the
my $5
My
and I never
girlfriend said
got
it
to
was
watch
really
it.
spotty.
the audio on my end? The audio was really weird. It kept cutting out.
It wasn't Mark Vision. I'll tell
It,
you
wa-
that.
it was not Mark Vision. That's
He
for sure.
still made a ton of money, didn't he? I think.
Oh
he
yeah,
made-
dude, I think I calculated it out. It was more like I think just the $5, and when I heard that he had, I think it was like 35,000 people watching. He made like 150 to probably 200 grand
just on people watching.
just on people watching.
So here's the
That's
thing
an
that
average
got
Sunday
me.
for Ben over at Hudson.
This is what got me. So I rented it.
$150.
oh, that's $150. I thought. Sorry.
Fuck you.
So I
I don't care,
rented
no.
it,
You
and
kissed my
I
ass
couldn't
on
watch
that
it on my Fire Stick because you have to be a Clear Vision Premium member to pay the $99 to actually get it to watch it
Yeah.
on your app. So I had to like stream it to my TV from my phone. So I don't know
Yeah,
if
he
that's
didn't
why it
say
was
that.
screwing up. Not until you tried to watch it.
Yeah, he.
Good marketing.
There's a lot of there's a lot of kind of shady
I,
stuff that he did.
I went back and
I'll get
watched
them.
it after that night, we got back to the house. Me, John, Perkins, we all sat down and watched it again. You could keep watching it. It's kind of like YouTube.
The announcer was pretty good. I liked him. I thought he was pretty good.
There was not a lot of people in the stands, I can tell you that.
They're all about putting on a show.
They're definitely not about keeping a show moving, though.
No.
Well, they already said they would change things for next
But
year.
that's what's weird about that is when we were in the drivers' meeting, they're like, "Hey, you guys need to go." But that didn't happen. Like that pure stock race.
Oh my
took
God.
forever.
Oh, God, that was bad.
And I was miserable. My back was junk. I'm sitting in the car, and all I could see is
Oh, even the Crown Vic race took
all
forever.
all I could see was like the billboards and like dust and the
They're not
pure
used
stocks.
to
Wrecked,
like accidents
wrecked,
and
wrecked.
stuff like
I'm
the
like,
flatbed. I had to hook my own car up on the tow truck because it was.
I was
going
going to say, it took forever, it seemed like, to get your car out of there.
They don't have a curfew, so time doesn't mean anything to them. They're just like, yeah, whatever, hey.
But they do want to. They said it. They want a fast show because they know people sitting in the stands don't want to sit there for 10 hours.
Well, they changed their mind really quick. Cause
we get done. I'm like, Mike, let's go grab something to eat. I'm starving. He's like, Bob, it's 1:30 in the morning.
That's
I'm
kind of like how New
what?
Smyrna was the entire week. There was no speedness to anything getting that done.
Yeah, that's why we wound up leaving early half the time just to go grab
I'm
some
hoping
food.
Hickory's gonna be a little faster.
So next
paced.
year,
Hickory is super late models.
Oh,
Actor.
okay.
And pass, isn't it?
It's past super late models.
Yeah, super late models. Yeah.
Actor, super late models, I
Yeah.
think maybe,
Yeah.
or pro late,
ACT
something
cars.
late, street models, whatever they are, and then that finish the night off, the Mighty Minis.
You guys did the main event, right?
We are.
Yeah, the main event. They heard Bob's coming. Like push back. Started off with the pass, get him in slow. go to
supposedly next year, Freedom Factory is going to be when Speed Weeks is. So if that's the case, I'd like to try
act.
New
Mighty
Smyrna.
Minis, you're not wrong.
Isn't that completely the opposite direction? Like the other
Yes.
side of the state?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
it's like a 4-hour
Yeah,
drive.
it's a 4-hour ride.
Yeah.
Florida is huge. So like when you enter Florida, you're like, yeah, we're in Florida.
Oh,
Florida's
terrible.
massive.
Not even close.
Another like 690 miles to your
Now,
destination.
let's also speak about this Freedom Factory trip.
Cole's going to Hickory.
I can't believe.
Yeah, so I was just getting ready to say Cole's taking that car to Hickory.
I can't believe that Andrew Harmon's truck made it on the tires that he put on it.
We go down with some.
What's wrong with the tires?
Some American racers.
No,
I got some from Justin. They were worn on the inside.
they were like 4 or 5 years old, sitting outside.
They've been inside a
So
warehouse.
how much dry cracking were there on
None.
these?
Justin took them off his red
He
truck.
says they're nice. They were like this.
He's running race slicks.
Every
down
time
to
we
Florida.
stopped, I'm like,
It was
I'm like,
the
I can't-
inside.
I can't believe this thing is making this.
They got it didn't rain.
I didn't have
We
time.
got caught in the snow.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Listen, I didn't. I was waiting on. My truck got hit, and I wasn't going down on my huge tires, and I was waiting for a check to come in from the insurance company to buy tires and wheels. Well, it didn't come in, so that was my next best option.
He doesn't need them. The tires made it. There and back.
That's crazy.
They made it. I towed a trailer up a snowy driveway the other day.
How much you?
They're not that bad.
How much you pay in fuel? How much it cost you in fuel? Do you know?
1,100.
Are you serious? Holy smokes!
Yeah, I believe that.
John Fultz was 1,800.
I was 12.
I'd
Holy
say-
smokes,
think
wow.
I'm
I was
around-
getting like 16.9
Yeah, that's exactly
on
what
the
I was
way
getting.
down.
Really?
I think when I tow the big trailer, I'm around like 22 because my truck gets horrible fuel mileage and I'm towing a massive box.
That's what I don't get.
I was towing a big
Diesel
box.
fuel all the way down, anywhere from 375 and up. You come up here, it's still 564,
It's nuts.
Yeah.
$5. John's telling me down in Mass, it's like 410.
Yeah, up here.
Hey,
it's,
how
it's
good
crazy.
was Bucky's?
Buc-ee's suck. The food sucked. People say it's good.
Hey, Hungry Howie's, that's the place to go.
I'll tell you what. That was my
These
first.
all sound like weird names of movies that
I'm
they're
not
watching.
going to a Hungry Howie's. I'll tell you
No.
that.
that was
Oh, the place is awesome.
Sure, for a guy
all,
like
all
you.
you can eat pizza buffet.
Oh, I've been
That
on
was
those.
Hungry Howie lived at the rest area. They stopped that on the way down.
All right,
I
so
don't know what Hungry Howie's you've been to, but the one I went to was
Jay.
awesome.
serious question for the people watching who have been watching streaming, whether it be Cleater Vision, whether it be Racing America, Flow, any of this stuff. What would make the show better? You don't have to put it in the comments. You can send it to me. What would make the streaming show better for
Racing
you?
America. I feel is the best streaming.
No. Flow.
Well, I don't want to get into. I don't want to
oh,
get into
yeah,
calling
yeah.
out who's who
yeah,
and what's
I get
that, but I'm trying to. I mean, just in case something happens in the future, like I don't know.
The Cleater Vision. I don't like how it just focuses on 3 cars and like a Racing America kind of focuses on the whole race.
All right, so this year, anything that I'm doing will have 4 cameras.
It's like zoomed out, I should say. Like it catches. You can watch the whole race. You know what I mean?
So this year, when we do stream the NHSTRA stuff, we're already pretty much all ready and wired and stuff. We're going to have start finish line, turn 1, turn 3. We have a roaming camera that's going to be in the infield that can go to the Rex and Victory Lane.
Harmon.
So go to Harmon. And at some tracks like Claremont and stuff like that, we're going to try to get a camera that can roam in the pits to talk to people when they come off the track.
That's a lot of bodies.
It is. It's a
You gotta
work in
get
progress.
A string to go across, like the football field has, with a camera on it.
That would be cool. Yes, those can be done. The problem is once you go over people, then you have to have all kinds of safeties and all this weird stuff.
You couldn't
that
keep
catches
it
them.
across just the track?
It officially crosses a motor vehicle.
Oh.
So it's a kind of a.
What about like a drone?
Now you got to find somebody who's certified to run it and stuff like that.
Don't get me wrong. Like, so with that being said, I think when you guys do your streams, they're very good. Like I said, Colty over there in turn 3 at Lee is fantastic.
Oh, he was on.
Yeah. I mean, you guys do a great job. I've always said that I would take Mark Vision over any of the other streamers. I just think you guys do a really good job.
The lag we're not going to have anymore because we're all wired. We're not using transmitters on the corner cameras. They're all wired. So there won't be that little bit of lag and the basically what you saw down at Freedom Factory where they would throw it to the far camera and it would cut out and it would skip. That we've done away with that because we've run fiber
Their
optic.
cameras look like they stay there year round.
At
Like they're
their
fixed.
place, that's
Oh, yeah.
crazy. That's
You know
a
what?
lot of money.
Mark, I
That
mean,
rainstorm, they were sitting outside.
one of the things I still see today, and I think it blows my mind with the way technology is these announcers down in Victory Lane, and you can't get it. It's in and out. It's breaking up. I mean, I don't know. You tell me. You're a smart redneck, so you know this stuff better than anyone.
The problem, all right. So the problem is you got to remember there's a big fence that basically catches RF.
Okay.
That is in between the tower and them, and we're all the tracks run basically a 2-mic Shure system. They're good for 100 feet. And it's stretching. So you do have it good because the tower's high and the track is low, but the fence catches it. So they tried doing that during the Whitcomb race at Lee, and they tried going up front. And you can't. You pretty much can get right there. The stuff that I'm doing, so like when I have the camera down there, they're talking into a microphone that's going directly into the camera, and then that's getting shot to me. So I have a different setup that I use, and we're going to try to... I can't get into too much with some of the other events that aren't NHSTRA stuff that's coming up. We have some really cool stuff in the works where you'll actually be able to hear the pit reporter on the PA. And I'm trying to work on something too where, let's be honest, as soon as the cars take off, you don't hear anything. Yeah. I'm trying to work on something where we can broadcast it on a closed loop radio station.
In-car camera?
That I'm working on. It's a lot of money. It's $6,000 for one car.
Have you seen the NASCAR ones, the new ones?
Those things are amazing.
You see yesterday's race, like 4 of them got smashed.
I didn't see that. That is a ton of money.
Lenses.
But they also they're on a different league than we are.
I know. I
So
didn't know
the-
if you could do it with a GoPro with Bluetooth.
So
if there was a way.
I tried last year with that. It just doesn't work. As soon as they get far enough away, the signal goes away. So I did. DJI makes a transmitter that can go basically a mile. It's made to work off drones, but I have it. I've tested it. I've played around with it. It's not mine. I had to send it back. It will work, but it's $6,000. It's a lot of money.
Yeah,
that's I mean,
Especially if you're having a kid.
yes, it literally gets installed in one car. And what happens if that one car goes out there and
Diapers and wipes right
gets
there.
destroyed first wreck, and now I have to find someone to go take it out because it's pretty big. It's like a 3 or 4 pound setup, and then basically you hook a GoPro to it. So I could put a GoPro out in cool spots and do it.
Are you guys doing all this wiring work at all the tracks?
So Hudson is all set. I'm doing it to Lee probably right after my buddy comes back from Daytona Bike Week. Claremont, I think, is pretty much all set. Or it's pretty close.
No, so for Claremont, for the other stuff,
Yeah.
so at Lee, do you want to talk about the internet at Lee real quick?
Yeah, that's fine.
So at Lee, what's going to happen is now Ben is making an infrastructure upgrade. So basically, there's going to be high-speed internet available on the entire facility, including the campground and all of that stuff. And you'll be able to purchase like a weekend pass or a day pass. So if you're down in your camper and you're hanging out after Oktoberfest, you can pay X amount of dollars and have high-speed internet in your camper. You can watch Netflix, do whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. But that's also going to allow us to hop around and do some cool new. Maybe the in-car cameras will work a little better once this is set up.
Yeah, Wi-Fi.
So we have a lot of cool stuff in the works. That's something that is definitely being worked on. I know Monadnock, I'll be over there soon. The problem with Monadnock is Monadnock still has DSL. Like that's all that's offered over there.
Yeah, Lee has Comcast.
Yes, and it's not that good.
Really?
Yeah, but the problem is once you start multiple things going at once. When I broadcast, I just saw what you posted in chat. So when I start broadcasting at a race, I'm pushing up a full HD signal. So I most internet you see that you buy at your house, Comcast or whatever, it's like, oh, it's it's 1,000 megabits down, but the problem is it's like 22 up. And my broadcast takes 15 is what it takes to have a flawless signal. I have it at Claremont. I have it at Hudson. Hudson Internet's actually spot on. It's great. Lee's is not good.
What's Hudson? Fios?
Hudson has Comcast, but it's business. It's the same internet we have here.
I have Boost.
I'm not shocked. It was either that or Cricket Wireless, one or the other.
Yeah.
I knew it was that.
Not to get off subject on that, but why don't you ask Bob how towing an open enclosed trailer is, since he talked all that smack about me?
Yeah, how was it?
I hate it.
Why?
He's off the road to the left. He's off the road to the.
So I'm going to tell you guys a little something about me. I don't pay attention much
We noticed.
Oh, we noticed that.
We noticed.
when
We
I drive.
noticed.
And when we started, I was like, I don't need those stupid support bars. Those don't do anything.
Oh, they do a lot.
So we got to like Georgia, and I was like, let's put the support bars on. And it was a lot better. But yeah, I don't.
As soon as he pulled out, he was in the fast lane. So I get behind him. He's off the road. The trailer side. I'm like, yeah, I'm leading.
I was tired.
You guys took more selfies of you guys driving on the interstate than you probably did driving. Every other hour is like, hey, we've made it here, and oh, look at this, and oh, I'm passing Perkins.
I didn't do
and I'm
any
doing
of
this.
that.
But I had pictures of your truck going down the road.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Harmon or whoever it was, but
He went by me at like 80, like this.
that does
not
not
even looking
surprise
at the
me.
He was
road,
trying to get a signal with his Cricket Wireless.
No, so I FaceTimed Justin. I was like, Justin, I have to show you Harmon's car cover. It is. I cannot believe it's still on the car. I was getting next to it, and I can't believe it. Nobody ever pulled him over or anything. You should have seen this thing flapping in the breeze.
All right, so someone's asking about the Monadnock. So basically, Monadnock is on DSL, but Monadnock is doing this, not the track, but the whole area. Winchester is just got approved for a fiber optic grant. So I enrolled the track. We were approved. I don't know, but we don't know when it's going in. It could be end of the summer. It could be next
anything
year.
to do with the government, wait a year and then wait
So
another year.
hopefully it goes in somewhat soon. They're doing, it's called like Fiberville or something like that.
Novels.
Inside the track, yes, we are running our own fiber. All the tracks will have fiber optic around them. I have a couple 1,000-foot box of it sitting at my house. I should have brought here today because it's just been sitting in my office there for a week. So
Justin wants to know if there's any open street stock or late model races.
Street models.
Street models.
Late stocks.
Nope.
where?
Yeah, there is.
Lee.
Oktoberfest.
Lee. Oh, at Lee. Yeah, I was going to say Oktoberfest. No?
Oh, it's NHSTRA.
I thought you had
Oh,
both.
you're not going to do an open?
No, you have an open.
I do?
Yep.
I can't remember.
Jesus.
was gonna say-
I can't, dude.
You better bring old
Ian,
Oktoberfest
Claremont
back.
schedule I had to do. Lee's schedule I had to do in Hudson.
Hey,
I can't
what
remember
does he
whatever.
always say? I don't want excuses.
I want results.
I want results.
All right, I'll get you.
Hey, I'm getting results, am I?
Where are
Aren't
you
I?
racing your street model?
All over.
All right. So
Do you remember old Oktoberfest?
Yes.
That's what he needs to bring back.
That
Old
was fun.
Oktoberfest.
The
When
old
there's like
Oktoberfest.
100 campers,
Yep.
200 cars.
Andrew Harmon.
Andrew Harmon signing
I
autographs.
Or when me and Bob were fighting in the
And the
campground
kids,
there.
yeah, that was a
October?
good time.
That was a good time.
No,
October
Race-
1st,
Race-
which is a Sunday, we have the open late model / street stocks at Lee USA Speedway.
There you go, Justin.
His car is going to be wrecked by
Hold on, it's Justin. Is your
That's
car?
gonna be
Hold
4
on,
clips deep.
Is this car not legal for NHSTRA?
No.
No.
No. All right, never mind. then.
Camaro.
He's actually going to the pass race with it this weekend.
Yeah.
Hickory.
All right, so before we get rolling out of here, if you guys have stuff that you think is a good idea that would be on a live stream, please reach out to me. I know a little, but I don't know everything, and I don't try to be one of those guys that say I do. If you have something that you think would make the experience better,
Legs
let
and
me know.
eggs.
Like what?
Legs and eggs.
I don't know what that's in reference to, but I'm going to move on here.
That's upstairs. It's upstairs.
Okay.
It's upstairs.
So basically, I know that we're definitely, with what I'm planning, we'll be able to do music, videos, which we couldn't do with what we were doing
Are you gonna sing?
last year. So
yeah, I'm singing and dancing.
I know we're going to start rolling in some in between races. When we do stuff, we're going to start rolling in some video packages. So guys are going to see cameras roaming the pits before the races. You know, when you're there, talk to them, because this is what gives us this extra content to put on. I mean, this is opportunity for you drivers to get in front of a camera and talk about your sponsors, because that's what it's all about. Without the sponsors, you guys aren't out there as well.
High blood pressure?
Yeah.
You're very red.
Well, I'm sitting next to you. Of course I have high blood pressure. Kidding me?
We're killing Kenny Scott. He says, well, all the technology stuff. What about iRacing this Sunday? I believe Mr. Colty Martin hooked up a iRacing event for the NASTRA Modifieds
We were going to meet
Nice.
this weekend. So look
Where?
for it.
Do you want to use his iRacing?
I don't remember
probably
where
do
he.
that.
I asked him to, and I don't remember where he.
You're gonna do
Colty,
iRacing?
shoot me a message. Let me know
You're
where.
going to do iRacing?
It's right in the.
I want to try the Hickory track.
Oh,
It's
well,
very
try it
odd.
on mine.
You want to try it on Ben's? Ben's is amazing.
Do you have mini stocks?
There is from.
No.
We'll talk after.
Is there?
We
There's
can make
four-wheel
something
drive?
happen. Yeah, you can make something happen there.
They have like a thing that you can use as like a mini.
Apparently, Legs and Eggs is in Rhode Island, and I apparently need to go make a trip there.
We're going
I'm
at 6:30.
being told.
Oh, my God.
All right, guys, that actually does it for us. So honestly, if things you guys think would help us out, let me know. I would like to get them going on these broadcasts. Still looking for a couple people. I have help for almost all the events, but people get sick. Stuff happens. If you are interested in being a part of the NHSTRA broadcast
He
team,
left.
When?
I don't know.
he maybe went outside and the door locks. He probably couldn't get back in.
Oh, jeez.
He's probably sitting out on the steps.
Probably playing flag football.
Oh, he's big into that.
I forgot he left. Is that his coat?
No, that's mine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's way too big to be Jay's.
So
He can use it as a blanket.
reach out to me, reach out to Ben. We'll grow the broadcast team as much as we need to, and big things are on the horizon. There's definitely
A wave coming.
a Pit Viper-esque theme coming your way pretty soon that just made my day when it got sent to me the other day. So we have some stuff rolling here
I
on
got
our
some new
end.
glasses.
I'll show you guys after. All right, for Ben Bazowski, Kevin Brown, we have these two hoodlums in the middle. We always love it when we get Harmon in here. Bob is the best, and he's the best dad.
No, he's not.
Oh, seriously?
He's gonna be second best as soon as my
not.
kid shows
If
up.
he was the best dad, he would have brought him a
My
trophy.
kid, I'm going to teach my kid to pick on
He
yours.
would have brought him a trophy
I'm
if he
gonna
was the
teach
best
my
dad.
kid to knock your kid out.
All right, in all serious, big
I hope it's a girl.
big congratulations to Ben. Big congratulations to Jess. It's very exciting for them. Welcome to the world. The rest of us have been in for years.
It's awesome.
It is,
It's great, man.
Yeah,
I'm
you'll
not
love
gonna
it.
lie, I'm
You'll
scared
have a
out of
blast.
my mind.
Nah,
Listen, you'll be all right.
You will be until the kid comes out. It goes away.
It will
you'll be
it
fine.
will change you, but in good ways.
He's good with
yeah.
kids. He's held both mine.
I mean, he's a big kid himself. Look
He
at him.
didn't
He's
drop
fine.
them.
But it is.
Dropped your
Hey,
kids.
That's what I said. I said you didn't drop them.
Oh, I thought you said you I dropped them.
I'm
Like,
serious
what
though. All that, whatever you think, it just goes away. And whatever you think, like, oh, you're nervous about doing this, doing that, it just happens. I'm serious.
You won't. Yeah, it will change you into a better person. It,
Well,
it really
I-
does.
so.
I'm not
I
saying
hope
that.
so.
I'm not
Oh no,
saying
100% does.
But I mean, you'll be a fine dad. It's not going to make him a better person.
Wow. Thanks for the vote of
We're not looking for a
confidence.
miracle here.
It softened me up a lot. I used to be a lot
He's soft
worse of
enough.
a person.
He's soft
so.
enough. He's
It
good.
made me a really nice guy.
That's not true.
What?
When did that
When did
happen? Because you've been the
I
same
didn't
Bob
get the
I've met.
memo.
I agree. I'm sorry.
I'm a nice guy.
We should roll. We should roll out here now.
Hey guys, we'll see you next week. Have a good one. Bye guys.